This is Gloria Whelan. She is the author of a book about late 1970s Argentina. The book is laden with hope, fear, pain, frustration, and unbridled courage. When young people were punished for speaking their minds, and unconsolable mothers racked with worry, a worry made infinitely worse when she doesn't know where her son was taken or what has happened to him. For when the army comes for your son, you are in for the greatest anguish of your life. In the late 1970s Argentina, the country was run by the military, a military which in no way tolerated any form of speech or print that would be against the government in any way. The setting centers around two characters, Eduardo and Sylvia, brothers and sisters, who exchange notes when Eduardo's imprisoned somewhere, and Sylvia will do anything to free her brother. The book's introduction sets the tone for the rest of the book. Here's Sylvia. Eduardo. It happened hours ago, but I relive it again and again. All the lights in our neighborhood are off. I thought nothing of it, for I had read the workers in the electric plants were staging blackouts because of a wage cut. You, dear brother, understood at once. You had heard stories from the others. The whole neighborhood was darkened, so no one could see which house the military police broke into. It was ours. Eduardo was imprisoned for his written thoughts and outspoken protest against the government. Eduardo had a deadly choice to make, a choice between avenging a betrayer or being exposed to the government. The jackal, leader of the union opposition, giving instructions to Eduardo on avenging Ramon Fratelli, who ratted off names when he was taken into police custody. Ramon was seen in the car with soldiers pointing out not only students, but one of the leaders of our union. We can't let that go unpunished. But Ramon is in prison. I couldn't imagine a greater punishment. But his family is not. Ramon's family trusts you? This is a war. There will always be innocent victims. You're asking me to take in a bomb to the Fratelli's house? Eduardo must either bring the bomb or face the jackal's threat of turning articles over to the generals, quote, so they can see just what you think of their government, unquote. Sylvia hatches a plan to spring Eduardo free. She will date Norberto, the son of General Lopez. Lopez is the man who ordered Eduardo's arrest. Sylvia states, now I will use my looks for something more useful than walking up and down a runway or sitting for artists. I will do whatever it takes for Norberto to fall in love with me. I will make him care so much for me that he will ask his father for your freedom. I am desperate enough, Eduardo, to hope I can touch the heart of someone who you would say has no heart. Meanwhile, Eduardo is undergoing a torturous hell in the unknown prison. Here is Eduardo explaining the picana, an electric cattle prod. The picana is applied to the most vulnerable parts of my body. At first the prod only stings, then it burns. A voice that no longer belongs to me screams, I will not speak of this again. Sylvia's attempt at making Norberto fall in love with him takes a very dangerous turn. Sylvia's father, who would secretly operate on an alien General Lopez, gets wind of Sylvia's plan after her plan goes awry. Now Sylvia learns that her father's plans also had the release of Eduardo as the goal. Now both plans are compromised, and not only is Eduardo's fate in the balance, but Eduardo's family could be in very serious danger. How is this issue to be resolved? Can it be resolved? Just what is the fate of Sylvia and Eduardo? This book is great for grades 5 through 8 and has a Lexile level of 780. The book can be used in units across the curriculum from English to geography to history. A little information on Argentina will most likely be needed, but the story would still cut through and leave one enraptured.